Listen, the tea cakes, they took me out. Okay, they took me out. They took me out. But today I want to make a cinnamon swirl cake. And so let's get started. Please hit that like button, like, share, subscribe. If you're returning, love. If you're brand new, then consider, subscribing to my channel. And hit the like button because it's an easy and free way to support the channel. I got that from Kempire. Shout out to Kempire. I love him. But I'm hoping this cake does well. So I'm going to start with the ingredients. We have some Crisco. If you ever want your, or vegetable oil, if you ever want your baked goods, with the exception of like cheesecake, stuff like that, to be moist, this will help you. Also, sour cream. We have some brown sugar, which I look for because I'm not at my house. I'm at my friend's house, and she's gone with her twins doing something. But at any rate, brown sugar. The brown sugar is for this little uh, concoction I made over here because I couldn't find brown sugar, so I have some cinnamon toast crunch, and I just grounded them up, put some cinnamon in there, and then it's gonna be all good. So we'll make that once I get the cake batter started, right? Buttermilk is supposed to also help with making things moist. It's acidic. I have 2 cups of sugar. I feel like maybe 3 cups of flour. I don't know if y'all can see the flour. And cinnamon and baking powder as well. I have some vanilla paste from Madagascar and some pound cake extract. So hopefully that will help. Anytime you're making something sweet, you should add salt to it. And then I have my nutmeg. And I think I've used all my nutmeg in between the tea cakes and whatever else. And I have some milk. It's about maybe a cup and a half of it. But we will see. The problem with this scenario is I don't have eggs. But they stopping the show. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this butter. This is my favorite butter. Kerrygold. I don't know if y'all can see it. Is it upside down? Kerrygold butter. I don't know how much is this. Is this a pound of butter? I'm gonna have to buy my friend some butter. I'm gonna tell her, get some Kerrygold butter. I'm not gonna tell her I used it all. Right? Why would we do that? Look, we'll leave her this. That's enough for some eggs. Shady. Shady, honey. I'll have her some more Kerrygold butter. Yeah, she probably be like, what the? Because Kerrygold tastes good. It's Irish butter. It's like, it has the perfect like consistency to me. Anyway, so we're gonna start off the butter and the sugar, which is where everybody starts. If you're a baker, let's see. Okay. So the butter and everything else needs to be room temperature. Okay. Because if it isn't room temperature, it's not gonna blend well, and it's, for lack of a better word, not good eats. That's it. That's all. While that is creaming together, I'm gonna add some of this vanilla paste, salt, this, and sugar. I mean, it looks good right now. So I'm gonna start pouring the sugar. Normally I would use like this because it's easier, but I like this little bowl my friend has, right? I'm just gonna pour the sugar in. What's your favorite baked item? I make a good cheesecake. I make an excellent cheesecake, but I don't like to make it all the time. So like I'll make it for like somebody's birthday or something like that if they request it. Every now and again I'll make a cheesecake out of it, but I'm really good at the cheesecake. Don't trust people who make cheesecake and don't have eggs in it and it didn't go in the oven. That's not cheesecake. That's cream cheese and some sugar. Yeah. That's not true. It's not real. I mean, I just feel like everything, if it's a baked good that's sweet, just use the ingredients it came with. Somebody's grandma decided it needed butter and sugar. What are we doing? Just saying. Get all the sugar out. Also, since I'm in somebody else's house, I'm trying to make sure I keep everything, clean, right? Alright, so cream, butter, and sugar. sugar. I need to charge my phone. My phone died. What were we doing before we had phones? Don't know. All right, so I'm gonna add this. I'm gonna add some brown sugar to my little cinnamon toast crunch concoction. So I had to move around the brown sugar. So I'm gonna put some brown sugar in here, and then I'm gonna add some to the sugar and butter. And I feel like there's one other thing I'm supposed to do to it, and I can't remember what it is at the moment, but we're gonna figure it out. All right, need to wipe the bowl down. Uh-oh. Did not mean to do that, but that's okay. See, it's not all mixed properly. You gotta wipe the bowl down, because if you don't, then little things at the bottom won't get in there. And those are, sweet little crumbs, and we need that. Plus, you don't want somebody to be eating your cake and it's like they bite down on a big piece of flour or something, So I've had my YouTube channel a little over a year now. And, I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that I loved, like being on other people's panels and stuff like that. I always found it very fun. The only bad part of being on other people's panels is that, for someone like me, I have very strong opinions about everything. Here's the butter and the sugar. We're gonna wipe the bowl down. But yeah, I have very strong opinions about whatever I think. It just is what it is. But it ain't changed over here. You're hearing me say that on the panel. But yeah, and so when I started my own, I was just like, oh my God, this is just gonna be so much fun. It's sort of like, I liken it to whenever you buy your first house. When you buy your first house, you're thinking about things from your perspective, but from the perspective of the world and your loved ones, right? So you're like, okay, we need a room for here, especially if you haven't gotten pregnant yet, you don't have babies. Okay, so you're like, yeah, this is gonna be, the master bedroom, and then we'll have a bedroom for the 2.5 kids we're gonna have at some point. Then we need a guest room for when mama come over to stay with us while the baby. You know what I'm saying? It's just like stuff like that. And you need 2.3 restrooms, 2.5. Like, you need all of these things. You think you do. And you think you do because you think people are going to come over and visit you. And I'm not saying that they don't. I'm not saying that. Even when you get your first apartment, it's just you realize once you become an adult that everyone else that you know is an adult as well. And so they got other shit to do, just like you got other shit, But I'm legit the lady. Like, that movie Soul Food, with Vivica A. Fox and all those, Neil Long. That movie is what I dreamed of as a child. It's just like everybody coming together on Sunday afternoon after church, whatever. Big mama in the kitchen cooking whatever it is, and you slide in, you make a dessert, whatever, Like, in my mind, in my world, that, and then people also like helping each other, shopping, and taking really expensive trips. It don't have to be expensive, it just has to be top tier. And that usually means it's expensive. So, I'm just saying. But anyway, back to the cake. So yeah, when I started my little, hold on, my YouTube journey, remember. I think I added brown sugar to this. Yeah. The tomato crumble. Oh, you need butter. Damn it! I put all the butter in there. But since it's just butter and sugar, I can add it to this. I just thought about that. I'm not used to having my KitchenAid like on like this time setup, which is actually a really good setup if you think about it. Yeah, it's fine. I guess for the sugar and the butter to go in here. Because you're going to put it in the cake anyways. So. My friend was like, can you make some salmon croquettes? She was like, I never thought I liked salmon croquettes until you made them. Yeah. No, I'm playing. No, I do, you know, certain things, you know, you do pretty good. You know, that's one of those things that I do pretty good. So she's like, can you make some? Because yours is the only ones I ever like. Now, some people just gassing you up, especially if they don't come over and eat your food. Okay, just saying. Just saying. They gas you up, child. Oh, you know the other thing? This damn glass that she, listen. Listen. I'm going to show y'all these glasses. I need these in my life. This is like one of those scandal glasses. You see how it's kind of tilted? I love this. I feel rich doing this. Don't judge me. Judge me not. All right. Like I said, we don't have no eggs. This is when you get the bootleg. I'm not gonna do that. You know I love her. And she knows she be thugging it out. I went to her house one year for Christmas, and she was making something. I don't know if it was mac and cheese, whatever it was she was making. It requires mittens to get it out the oven. She went and got a towel. Alright, the cream and butter to do cream and butter. I'll wipe this down next. I'm ready for that. Alright, so we normally would add eggs, but since I don't have any eggs, we're going to add some brown sugar to the mix. Since it is a cinnamon swirl cake, right? I don't even got her brown sugar. Brown sugar, baby. I get tired of the number how to say. I was determined to find brown sugar. And I found it. I went to the neighbor's house and I was like, do y'all happen to have eggs? They didn't have no eggs. And by the way, the man's door that I knocked on, he looked creepy. He looked like one of the episodes of like CSI, where it's just like he lived alone. He never had a wife or a woman that anyone could know about to tell you. It's just, that's what it was giving. Alright, so now I'm going to add the sour cream. I woke up like this. I woke up like this. And flawless. Ladies, tell them I woke up like this. Alright, I'm going to turn this off first. Lift it up for a sec. And put this sour cream in here. Mama taught me good home training. My dad taught me how to love my haters. I don't love my haters. Is that weird? I just don't care. So keep hating. You know, I call them my fans on YouTube. I'm like, y'all ain't got no life. Y'all on here talking about me. Why? Like, what does that do for your life, child? But yeah, it's people on this internet that I would have never necessarily. Not that I trust anybody on the internet, but it's people on this internet, child. They just like to make up shit. Like I was having this I don't even know if I would call it an argument with Bomb Cherry. If y'all know her, go follow her. Even though she crazy, I still listen. Everybody want their YouTube channel to pop, so go follow sis. But listen, she was like trying to be in a little fight with me, and I'm like, girl, you ain't go to college. You certainly didn't graduate, right? Because people that don't like me on this YouTube, they'll be like, Chanel always talks about her degrees and da 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 da. Since when was it a negative for a strong black woman or any woman to be like, yo, I'm intelligent and I got the 3 degrees to show it. I got time. I put in time. That shit is not easy. And I have a whole ass state license. They said I could be a therapist here in Texas. I'm just saying. But people like Von Cherry, so she said she went to college. I was like, girl, where? Chick-fil-A? No, shout out to Chick-fil-A. But no, yeah, she was trying to say that she's more of an intellect than me because we were on this guy, Witch Doctor, shout out to Witch Doctor, I love him, show, and one of the, shows we were on, they were talking about something about drug addiction. I don't know exactly what. But in the conversation, people were trying to like define addiction. So I went to, to Google to just see what Google defines it as. And it gave a very specific, clear definition of what it is, right? So people are not confused, right? So she took that and ran with it. You a fake psychiatrist. You don't even know what the word addiction means. Just so ghetto, just so hood rat. Shout out to you, Mom Chair, but you know who you are. It is what it is. No, but what did she do? Oh, so when she was saying she went to college and graduated, I was like, girl, you lie. You do not. But I really was just messing with her. But she just doesn't give intelligence. Just saying. She knows things, but she's just like on a merry-go-round saying the same thing. There's some people that are like that. Coach Ferg. It is what it is. It's just a fact. But so she was like, yeah, I went to college and graduated and whatever. And I was like, girl, C's and D's get degrees. If you went to college and you actually graduated, C's and D's is how you got that degree. Because you do not give intellectual at all, any day of the week. But at any rate, everybody ain't gonna be intellectual. There are people that are much smarter than me. Just is what it is. I'm okay with that because she's smart. But so I asked her what her degree was in. She was like, computer tech. Sis, that's not a degree. At least at any of the universities I went to. I was like, well, at the universities I went to, we had the School of Law, School of Business, School of Liberal Arts, School of Education, on and on and on. School of Pharmacy. Where is that? Now, no shade to the people if that's the degree. I just ain't never heard of it, right? So then I said, so you say you graduated, what was your GPA? She says, and it gets real silent. So I said, because I know what mine was, 3.7. And do you know, she started saying, 3.7, you should have never, you bragging about, and you only a C minus, C plus. I'm like, girl, have you Googled it? It's an A minus. Stop playing with me. It's on a 4.0 scale, sis. But I was too caught up in whatever I was saying to her. I didn't even hear it. And she said it throughout the video. And I wasn't even paying her no attention. But that's how I know you didn't graduate. Because if you think a 3.7, 3.8 is a C, something's wrong with you. Like I said before, you're crazy. Something's wrong with you. All right, so we got our buttercream, Lord Jesus. What did I say I was gonna add next? Oh, I put the sour cream in there. All right, let's go. Damn it, why is this thing? You want to get that mixed in. I don't know how much buttercream to use, but so I'm gonna just be a little conservative. I don't know if it's gonna change the silkiness and the smoothness of the cake. Not really sure. I'm going out on the limb, and hopefully it doesn't change. Hopefully it makes a tasty cake. Put a little pound cake extract in here. Let me turn on the oven. Okay. You're also supposed to add salt, and I almost forgot about the salt. Anytime you're making something sweet, like a cake, you add salt. So, Daddy, you got on salt check? And it's pretty good. You put some vanilla um, bean paste. Yum. Smells good, good. Now, during this process, you can kind of whip it for a good 4 to 5 minutes. You don't want to over whip it, but once you add the flour, you really don't want to over whip it. And don't use imitation. All right. I'm just going to wipe it down. I don't know if y'all could see it with this camera, but like there's like you could see the vanilla bean in there. It's little like brown black specks. You might be able to see, you might not, but it's okay. So that's why I like to use the vanilla paste. But it's up to you. You can just use the extract. Just don't use just don't use what's that so called? Imitation. It's not okay. But listen, if you really want some really good candied yams, add orange to it. Put a little orange zest and a whole like navel orange juice in there. And then you really want to kick it up a notch. And normally I wouldn't say add this, but I listened to this one guy. I think the name of his channel is, oh God, it's gonna come to me. But I'm sure you probably know him. I think it's called Mr. Make It Happen or something like that. I can't remember exactly what his name is. But anyway, I followed his recipe for like some sort of potatoes. Listen, bless my soul. Snatched my soul. No, it blessed my soul. The yams, that snatched my soul. My whole entire soul. Yep, it did. So we have our milk left. We have our Crisco oil. We're gonna add some ginger ale. All of these things are just, in my opinion, trust me, makes for a good tasty cake. Oh Lord, my phone really about to die. Okay. So now we're going to start adding the flour in stages. I'll just use this little spatula. Put the flour in there. And I added cinnamon to it, just so everybody understands the assignment. Now, it's possible when I add the flour and milk, it might curdle, but it's gonna be okay, even if it does. Okay. And you sift your flour. You have to sift your flour. I'm just telling you. And like I said, we don't want to overmix this. When we stop mixing, and we're just gonna add the rest of our flour. And this is like, I feel like maybe 2.5 to 3 cups of flour. I know y'all probably like, why are you taking forever? Just pour it in. I don't know. I have the thing about things being like even. Like when I go to Subway, I'm like, I need more meat. I need a good ratio. But I don't even go to Subway like that. I like Jason's Deli. Because Jason's Deli has everything. You get you some gumbo, a whole ice cream cone, a salad, child. You get everything at Jason's Deli. And they're going to give you enough meat to legit make 4 sandwiches. Like I'm just saying. Just saying. Now while this is mixing, I'm going to add some oil. Because we need our cake to not be dry. It's just a fact. I don't know where y'all from, but where I come from, we don't like dry cakes. We don't. I'm adding the ginger ale because it's going to give it a little bit of, kind of like a 7-Up cake. Using the ginger ale, we had a whole love story. Love affair since I've been here, okay? I'm going to have to buy her some more ginger ale. Okay, okay. I'm going to put the ginger ale away, put the oil away, and then flour, my pan, my palm. But before that, I do that, I have to wipe this down and then let it mix one more good time. I'm sure it's in there and it's good and mixed, but I just need to, verify, child. But have y'all ever had internet beef? You know what I figured out? These clowns on the internet, shout out to all of the clowns, you know who you are. What they do is they have these fake beefs. They talk tough to the people, to whoever their adversary is, right? And it seems real. But then when they finish fighting, then they go to each other's panels and talk about it some more. It's just, and all they do, they take the fight and then they remix it like a TV show. At first, I was just kind of like, oh my God, these people are mad at each other. That's so wrong. Because like I said, I'm just a glass is mostly full type of person. Mostly full. Notice I didn't say half full. Mostly. Because why wouldn't it be? My thought process leads me down that road. So, but everybody can't be me. You know what I'm saying? I'm Chanel. And it's my reality. Just saying. Just saying. And I know I can't sing, so it's okay though. y'all can smell this cake right now. Everything. Everything. Okay, I think the cake is done mixing. I need the flour to pan. Now, I don't know why I was about to try to watch this when I'm getting ready to put it in this pan over here. So there's no point in watching it. Okay, I'm cooking my cake at 325. I know most people say cook it at 400, but again, this is Chanel's reality. Just saying. Just saying. Okay, so normally I would spray the pan because it's a lot more effective than oil, but oil is gonna help with the process of not sticking more than anything because oil and water don't like to mix very often. So I'm gonna go get the flour. I'm gonna flour this up and put it on in what did I do with the flour? I know I put it in. Okay. Because I have a little bit too much oil, I'm gonna drain that into this cake and then I'm gonna stir it up again. But I think this cake pan, I mean, it feels very, like it's not like gonna stick, like anything is not gonna stick to it. That's what it feels like, but we'll see. Like I said, once we go ahead and flour it up. Oh, shoot. I did not mean to put that much flour in. Lord Jesus. Look what I did. That's horrible. I should not use that much flour, child. All right. Well, we will see. Hopefully it won't stick. hot. Hot. Mm-mm-mm. Alexa, set bake cooking time for 1 hour.
Bake cooking time, 1 hour, starting now.
So I'm gonna mix this oil in there. And I just wanna, for picture purposes, show you like the vanilla bean paste. It's listen, it's pasting, as the young people would say. It's pasting. Okay, hold on. This one's not picture very good either. Can you see? I don't know. Let's see. Oh Lord, I did not mean to do that, but I guess that does a good job of it too. Like I don't know if I could show you exactly. Can you see the little bits of vanilla? I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but I have it here on my phone. I need to see. Why is my phone not charging? Oh, you know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put some water underneath the cake. Supposedly that helps keep it moist. I guess the pan didn't want that water in there. So listen, I'm about to- remember, you're not gonna pour all of it because we need to put the cinnamon toast crunch on it. All right, now for our brown sugar concoction. Oh, I said I was gonna put this in the microwave. Melt it a little bit. A little bit. That's it. For a few more seconds. buttery mix. And I'm gonna take this little mix, and I shouldn't do it this way. Well, this is what my little crumble looks like. It's nothing special. Like I said, I put some cinnamon toast cereal in here. I crushed it up. I did something similar to this with my what's the name of the cake? Talk it to me. Is it, no, peach cobbler cake. Alright, so now I'm just gonna add, oh, let me take a picture. What did I do with my phone? It's dying still. Alright, so now I'm just going to add some more cake. Turn as we add. I'm gonna add some more of this little crumble. know how the bowl got away over there. Child. Listen, no cake batter left behind. Told y'all I'm a little anal when it comes to like even things being even. Alrighty, Diety. This is about to cook for about a good hour. And I will be back to see you guys in an hour. This is my vanilla bean cinnamon swirl pound cake. It's gonna be good. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit all my buttons. I'll be back in about 2 hours. If the little monsters aren't here. They might be here, okay? But if they're back, then it might take me longer to go over the cake situation. This is me getting the air out of the cake, the air bubbles. If y'all can smell this though, listen. All right, into the cake. Lord Jesus. Into the pan we go. Into the oven we go. I woke up like this. I woke up like this. Put some little water in here. What did I do? That's not the one. The one is. Where are the cups? When I'm telling you, I'm trying to use this. Ooh, this is glass. And I'm gonna try to make sure it's centered in the oven. Alright. I feel like this oven doesn't close all the way like it should. So we're gonna take the baking. To 350. Okay, 1 second. Alexa, set cake timer for 1 hour and 10 minutes.
Cake timer, 1 hour and 10 minutes, starting now.
All right, peeps. I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Like I said, hit that like button, hit the share button, hit the, what's the other button? All my buttons. Hit my buttons, and I will see you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.